What is up, you guys? It's your girl briajenaye. Hey! And in today's video, we're going to talk about putting yourself first. Yes, you put yourself first. Stop being available to everyone. You're draining all your resources for everyone and you have nothing for yourself. So yeah, we're going to talk about that. It's time to start putting ourselves first. It's 2020, and if you're not putting yourself first, who is? Because it's not me. Because I'm putting myself first. And yeah, I said what I said. We're just going to talk about some of the ways that you're probably not putting yourself first, and maybe some of the situations that you're not putting yourself first, and maybe this can help you reflect and maybe start making that change. Mind you, these are not in any specific order of importance. They're all honestly important and ways that we should practice putting ourselves first throughout our daily lives if you're not already doing so. One of the ways is financially. Some of us are not putting ourselves first financially. If you're one of those people who have it and people keep asking you for handouts and money, it's okay to say no to them, especially if they're ones who constantly ask you. Say no, cut it off. You're not the bank. We're taking trips to the bank, but you're not the bank. So it's time to start putting yourself first. And you know, in a way, you're kind of just enabling them not to figure out another way or another source, because they already have one, and it's you. And it's time for you to start to say no. It's time for you to start putting yourself first. Say no, and it's okay, and be okay with your decision. Now, I'm not saying you have a family member who's in dire need of money and you're just like, no. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying if it's a constant thing and you're constantly extending yourself and exerting that energy and using your own resources for everyone and you're almost left with nothing, it's time to start saying no, because at the end of the day, when you are left with nothing, you can't go to them. You're either going to have to pull that double, work overtime, or just start saying no. When it comes to you and your well-being, it's okay to say no. Do not feel obligated. You're not their crutch, you know. Yes, you can help them up, but you're not going to be the crutch. Another way you're not putting yourself first may be your time. Are you putting yourself first when it comes to your time? Are you spending your time with a whole bunch of other people and don't even have time for yourself? Or the time maybe you do set aside to have for yourself, you end up filling it in with maybe work, more hours at your job, or maybe you fill in that time that you set aside for yourself for other people. It's time to say no to that too. I'm not saying call out every day, no. But if they ask you to come in and you already worked 40 hours this week, say no. It's okay. Say no. Take the time to rest. That is your time. And that time is valuable, even if you are just laying in the bed for the day. Take that time that you need out for yourself. And some of y'all need to say no. Okay, some of y'all need to say no. Some of y'all need to say no. Some of y'all need to stay home. Some of y'all need to set aside time for yourself to be thinking about your goals, thinking about your priorities, and, you know, setting those things in place and doing the things that you need to do within that time, working towards the things that you have and working towards your goals, and prioritize your time as well, you know. It's okay to say no and be a little bit selfish with your time, I guess, because that time you could be using for anything in the world, and for you to be doing that, whatever it is, with whoever it is, you know, is a privilege. Putting yourself first is your relationships, you know. Speak up. And I'm not talking about just a boyfriend, girlfriend, you know, what is that called? A boyfriend-girlfriend relationship? Platonic? I'm not just talking about platonic relationships. I'm talking about all your relationships. Family, co-workers, friends, and platonic relationships. Start speaking up for yourself. Put yourself first. If you're not comfortable with something, if you feel like somebody is trying to get over on you, if you feel like you aren't being treated fairly, if you feel like your feelings aren't being accounted for, if you feel like just whatever you're feeling, speak up and communicate that. Start putting yourself first in how you feel and stop holding those feelings in. It's really not healthy to just hold in and suppress however you're feeling to accommodate somebody else's feelings. Don't be afraid to speak up. Tell them how you feel, and don't be afraid. The only person at the end of the day you're hurting if you don't speak up is yourself. Start communicating your feelings or your thoughts or whatever in your relationships. Like I said, all relationships, Another way you're not putting yourself first is your health. Are you taking shots with the girls every night? Are you, taking the bottle to the head every night? Put it down. Eating Chick-fil-A every day? Are you drinking water? Or are you juice me, yeah, that's me? Are you stretching, taking a walk? Or are you just consumed in your phone and chilling on the couch every day? These are all things that are contributing to your health, and at the end of the day, your body is your vehicle. Your body is what drives you every day. So if you are not feeding it with good nutrient fuels and water, how do you expect to think clearly every day or move how you want to move? Maybe you're young, maybe you're not seeing it yet, but it's gonna catch up to you and your body's gonna start to change. So you have to be mindful of the things that you are putting into your body. You have to be mindful of the habits that maybe you're creating. Start creating better habits for yourself. This too is a way that you can put yourself first, is creating a healthier lifestyle for yourself. These are just some of the ways, some of the things that I have thought of that we can start doing to put ourselves first. You can start doing to put yourself first. Maybe a friend. But I honestly think if it doesn't help your overall well-being, your mind, your body, your soul, if it's not helping your overall well-being, then maybe you should rethink and figure out ways where you can start putting yourself first, for the betterment of your life and yourself. Because at the end of the day, it's just you, boo. If you know any other ways people can start putting themselves first, please comment down below. If you like this video and you felt like it resonated with you, give it a big fat thumbs up, because you already know. And if you think that this video could help anybody, or maybe it made you think of somebody, share that with them. Most importantly, have a blessed and beautiful day. Your girl, Briajenaye. Bye.